a marketing firm that specializes in education, clean tech, and sustainability. And I'm here on behalf of the @ONE project. I've been working for @ONE for over 5 years, and I love this program. And so I'm going to share with you some of the highlights as to how you can use it to benefit either your career or the careers of those on your campus. So I'm going to start out by, this is the @ONE website, to give you kind of a high-level overview of where we're at. We specialize in training using technology to help people be more effective and successful in their jobs. So it covers different types of technology, multimedia, online teaching, and there's different ways that people can access the information, and I'll show you some of those options today. But it's a very useful tool the benefits are, wonderful bullet points. I'm trying to learn to use more visual learning things, but bullet points of wonderful benefits. Basically, when you have instructors who have better skills to engage their students, you're going to have higher retention rates. You're going to have, greater completion. Through @ONE, you get a significant decrease in training costs. Most of the services are free or $50 for an entire course. So we're talking about, a way to be able to really take care of your training needs with a very low budget. And it also helps people on your campus make better use of your existing course management tools. So if you have Blackboard or Moodle, it helps people learn to use those tools better, so we accommodate that and taking care of that training for you. And then also it's easy to put people's work schedule. We've got different learning different ways that we deliver the training such that people can learn at the times when it works best for their schedule. Because as we all know, we all have different excuses and we also have different schedules and how we learn best. And then the other thing that's just wonderful about this is it's funded. It's a funded program. It's already being paid for you. So please take advantage of it. So as a result of the wonderful funding, we get top instruction for a song, like Donna. So your whole campus can get access to all of the trainers have been involved in industry and education. They all have done incredible courses teaching other people, not only that they teach online and they are experienced online instructors, but they also have taught people how to do that themselves as well. So you get a really interesting, rich variety of experiences from every person that you take a course from. And again, for very little money. So I want to go over a little bit about how we deliver this information to folks. And we have from a variety, most intensive, what I consider kind of the least intensive, like least time commitment. We also have a trainer's bureau where you can bring any of this to your campus if for some reason taking classes online doesn't work for a certain segment of your population. And then also we have an online teaching certification program that we've just started up this past year that I have a lot of information for you because it's a very cost-effective way to get people up and running with online teaching. So by the end of today, there's going to be 4 things you're going to want to do and make sure you do to get involved and get access to these resources. First will be to sign up for @ONE e-news and our website, and I'll take you through that. Sign up for the online teaching certification program, or know that it's available for those on your teams who may benefit from that. Register for the @ONE Institute, which is coming up. We're only holding it once a year now, and it's coming up in a few weeks. And then also, the Online Teaching Conference is doing call for proposals right now, and it's been extended till the end of this month. So I'm hoping that you'll take advantage of all these opportunities. So the first thing is for e-news, @ONE provides every 2 weeks. It sends out an update as new courses available, different things that you can access for free or no cost. And so, basically it gives you the first crack at it. To sign up, all you need to do is go to our website, and this URL is anywhere on the website will say sign up here to get engaged. And be sure to click on the box subscribe to e-news, @ONE e-news, and then you'll be receiving that just once every 2 weeks. Of course, the email list is not given to anybody else. It's only used for this purpose. It won't clutter your mailbox because it only comes once every 2 weeks, and it's easy to forward to the rest of your faculty and staff. Any questions about e-news? Okay, great. So the Online Teaching Certification Program, this is a new service we're providing, and I have the handouts on it too if you want to bring something to remind you, oh yeah, this thing, I want to take advantage of it. This is using the IDACOL standards. It was developed last year. We have our first group of folks going through the program now. Basically, the total price for folks who are from California public institutions is about $500 to complete the entire course. It takes about a year. It's fully online with an option to complete some of it in person, so some of us, like myself, are better learning in person learners. So it takes about a year. So basically the path for the curriculum pathway for this, essentially you start out with coursework. You start out with Intro to Online Teaching and Learning. Then you go into more specific things regarding the type of course management tool that you use, and accessibility and some multimedia skills. And then you go into a teaching practicum where you're actually working with an advisor who helps you put together an e-portfolio that then you present to your peers. And then basically you have a great resume and portfolio ready to go of all your online teaching where you've already gotten feedback from some of the best instructors in the state. So essentially it's phase A is the coursework. So here are the courses that you have, and then you go into the teaching practicum. And the result is the portfolio. So there's more information about this program on the Outline website. There's a little video there, and then you can sign up for the program. It's easy to sign up for the program. It took me a total of about 2 minutes to do. And immediately I got access to things and pre-registration for courses and everything. This is just a great way to get your, some institutions are using this as a tool to bring more of their teachers online. Some of them have certain quotas they're trying to meet in these arenas, and this is really helping them address this very quickly and in a systematic way that's meeting national standards. So, any questions about the certification program? Yeah, okay, great question. Thank you for asking that. Essentially, how the certification program through INACOL, you need to actually take the classes once you've signed up. And all questions related to that, specific questions you've taken or professional development courses that you've taken that would relate to that, you would want to send the questions through the certification page, and Michelle will get back to you with specific answers.
I have taken a couple of those.
Yes, yes. But do contact her to ask her about the ones that you've taken. But I know there's something for certification. There's like where you have to officially start when you've already enrolled. But it may be very easy for you to pass the classes again because you've already enrolled the coursework. So, any other questions about certification?
The cost, is it like a one-time fee or is it paid per class or is it spread out?
You pay per class, so it's spread out. And actually, I've got it on the back of the handout here. It goes into greater detail about how that works. But essentially, for each online course, if I go back one, for each online course, these are $55 a piece. So each of these are $55 a piece. And then for your, if you go to do one of your classes in person, it's $75. And then if the practicum is $225. So it's comes in little bits. So you don't have to come up with it all at once. Yeah. So this is available for you. Did that answer your question? Okay, cool. Great. Okay, so then, in regards to so I kind of started out with the biggest, hairy, scary piece of training, because obviously it's a bigger commitment for folks. It's a year program, but all of the pieces, all of these courses are available to everybody else to go and pick as you've done. You've already taken some of these courses. So one of the, I think, best places to do this is at the Outline Institute. We only are doing it once a year now, and this is where you can take one of these courses in person. So for example, learners like myself who is continually flunking online courses, I'm going to go take the Intro to Online Teaching and Learning there at the Institute. So, and that is the first course that you need to take in the certification program. So if you know of anybody who's interested in certification, this is a good way to get through that first bit in person to really get you jazzed and moving forward with the certification program. The one that's coming up, and this is why it's kind of the number 2 point of things you'll probably want to do, is that it's coming up just in a couple weeks, and classes are filling. So to make sure that you do get your name in there, it's going to be 3 full days of training for only $75. And these are the courses. So basically, you choose one workshop that lasts the entire 3 days, and it's intense. You sit there, you have no distractions, you're able to work just on that content and to get something very usable, such that by the end of the course, you're walking out with something you can use. So here we have Online Teaching and Learning, which is the first for the certification. We also have Blackboard, creating accessible online courses, which is very important for meeting the state requirements and federal requirements, so I love them. And then also building online community with social media, which is real fun, has a lot of great tips and tricks as to how to incorporate this and engage a student.
So the registration there, again, is through the website, onefortraining.org. Any questions about Institute?
No, but for people that have not taken any of those courses, I really encourage you online teaching as a requirement to teach online. You can run those courses. I think it's a great class. I think it's activity, no fear about it. You don't have to be anxious about it. And then I did the accessibility. I like it online because it's convenient for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that people would have to be careful about those courses. They're really well paid.
They are well paid. So particularly if you're interested in online teaching, a lot of folks also do start where they start taking the multimedia courses first, the online courses of multimedia, and then they go, oh, well, I want to learn more about online teaching now that I've gotten more skills in this arena. And so sometimes people will do it backwards. Like I'm one of those who's doing it backwards. Because it's like, ooh, I think I can do this. I think I'll take the interest in online teaching and learning. So yeah, it works in different ways. But if you want to do certification, you do have to do it in order. But yeah, smart. Yeah. So online courses. So this is an example of one of the online courses. And so again, you can do it in person at the Institute, or you can take these. These are 3 to 4 week courses that essentially take you through all the same content that you would do in person. And this is Donna's course in podcasting for teaching. So again, you have a flexibility. You want to allow at least 10 hours a week on your schedule. This is a great way for you to help get your faculty and staff up to speed on some of these issues in a way that works really easy. It's real fun because everybody else in the class is also an instructor of some sort. Most of them are from California, and so there's a lot of camaraderie there in dealing with similar issues, and yet different topics, but still addressing different ways of using media and teaching, using different topics. So coming up, some of these courses do fill, so if there's any of them that you really want to take, you do sign up for them. Again, it's $55. But they're, so this is what's coming up in this next season. And so we break them down usually to online teaching and multimedia right now. But great courses, some new courses that we haven't offered before. Donna's redone some of the coursework, so it's much easier to get through and better quality info. So that gives you a taste of what's going on there. Then the next thing that one offers, and again, this is all funded for you, is the Trainers Bureau. And that's where essentially, you have a lot of instructors that they're just not doing the online courses, but you still want to bring this training to them. We basically have a network of trainers who we know are really good at providing training in these particular areas, and they can come and essentially do an institute just for your particular campus, or your campus and another campus gets together. And basically you're just paying for the trainer and their transportation to get there, and then after that everything's taken care of. We can either develop the custom coursework for you or deliver one of the existing courses. So it's a great way to add flexibility, again, without you having to learn how to train all this stuff yourself. Just access it, because it's very affordable. And there's also self-paced learning on the website. We have some courses that we developed so you can take yourself through them. And then we also have all the archives of all the 1-hour desktop seminars. They're all in there for you. So I'll show you a sampling. We've got the whole courses, and we've got a laundry list, EduStream, using Google Docs, podcasting, Dreamweaver, collaboration tools, things about even Vista, Adobe PDFs. All the different tools that people need in their job to make their jobs easier. Then we have, of course, the CDC series, e-folios, e-portfolios, things about using different industry tools. So all of that is there. All you got to do is click on it, and you immediately can start watching and getting this information. And it's free. Free. Okay, so then we have the Learn at Lunch desktop seminars. And these, all the ones, once they've been recorded, they're put in the archives, so you can listen to them many times. The idea is to create an event where people show up with their little lunch bag at their desk, they put their feet up, and they're able to learn some tasty topics that will make their job easier. So, for example, upcoming ones, sometimes we have things on information technology, setting up a server, tips on multimedia, tips on online teaching, and these are just really usable bits. I mean, you get jam-packed of information over a lunch hour. And so that's another, again, all free for your campus. So, and you'll hear about all of these through e-news if you subscribe to e-news. The other thing that's on the website is communities of interest. These are new this year as well and growing. And essentially we have three different groups: video, online teaching, and information technology. And there's about 300 people subscribe to each of those, where you can go ahead and post and engage with other people regarding those specific topics. We also have an active Facebook group, one for training, so feel free to connect with us there as well. I have a feeling we'll be doing more on Facebook coming up pretty shortly here. Then the last bit is the online teaching conference. And this year's theme is becoming an open learning hero. Open learning has become a very hot topic that everybody wants to take advantage of, particularly with, with budgets as they are. We already have a keynote arranged with Steve Harrigan. And then we have the tracks, which I have listed here, just to inspire you to want to attend or submit a proposal to present. We're looking for people to share what's your crazy idea that's worked. And we want to hear from you. We want to have you present and share it with other people. There's a lot of interesting things that happen at the online. Have any of you been to the online teaching conference? A couple of you have. It's an amazing experience to be essentially, locked up with a bunch of other people who are so engaged with online teaching. Even the lunches, the dinners, all of that. Just amazing discussions and amazing things learned. Great best practices shared. So I'd really like to encourage you all to go, and also to definitely, if you have an interesting idea or something you've done that's interesting in online teaching, we'd love to have you present. I'd love to have you present. You get your registration fees waived, and the URL is right there. It's otc11.org. So we may be able to hit Nordstrom's a little early today. Yeah, or Ross. So getting involved with that one, again, these are kind of what I picked as my top four to keep you engaged of these free resources that are available to you on your campuses, to just make it really easy to engage with us. So signing up for that e-news or the website, you can do it now if you've got internet connection. Signing up for that online teaching certification program, and I've got flyers for you here. Register for that @ONE Institute, which is coming up in February, and then also present at the online teaching conference. So great. Any other questions about @ONE, who we serve, how we do it?
A lot of information here.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the online certification.
Yeah.
My college, they actually have some deals with the students so that we get one of those classes per semester paid for.
Excellent.
And so, they have to order, you say, now at some point, are all those classes always offered?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, in a time frame?
Yeah, so they're all.
Like just one semester, it might take, 3 years?
Yeah, no, you should be able to complete it in a year. So for example, if we look at
having my school pay for it.
Oh, that's right.
How do you limit it that way?
Mm-hmm.
Does that matter at all the time? Yeah. I mean, that's silly.
No, I don't think there's a time frame completion. But if you're talking about 3 years, I would definitely submit that question to Michelle. Yeah, it's a little silly. You wouldn't want to take that long. No, but it's yeah, exactly. Yeah. Any questions? Excellent. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope to meet you guys on e-news or Facebook. So, thanks.